about this action. And this is from the book by Robert Ringer. He talks about taking action and says that nothing happens until something moves. Well, a lot of times that nothing happened is us moving, right? We have it all up here. We know we can do it. We've got the skills. Sometimes we have the experience. But then what happens? Where's the disconnect? So here's something he said in his book. He said, Action generated genius results from a phenomenon I like to refer to as expansive mental paradigm, which is the capacity to think beyond one's normal system of beliefs. Now that becomes a thing, and why I want to expand and have our conversation today about that, right? Because if you're going to be going out there starting businesses, if you're going to be going to the job and asking for raises, we have to have a belief, that we have the capacity to get it done. And when I mean get it done, I mean we're not just going to show up and say, hey, I deserve this because I've been there so long. Because these companies nowadays, they really want someone to be able to come in and do the job. That's all that matters. Can you do the job? And then can we afford to pay you, right? So, but if we don't have that belief, if we don't have the belief that we can get it done, why should the company believe us? And then the company that you start, if you are starting this as a solopreneur and you don't have the belief that you can get it done, that you can bring all of the things that you have learned in life, right? Bring it to bear on that business, then the business is not going to support you. And we want to be in a situation where we can do that on a daily basis, that we can bring all that we can, bear on onto this business. And I'm going to tell you, we have the capacity. You've read all the books, right? You've seen all the YouTube videos. You've done all that kind of stuff. Now the time is to take action. And when I mean take action, it is time to just get after that business and make it work for you. Get it to profit. Get it to a point where you can, do anything you want, that you got the flexibility to go and do what you want to. But now again, if we're not taking the action, if you're thinking about starting a business and it's 2020 and you promise yourself, it's time to get it done. And why I wanted to just have a conversation with you today is just to, kind of motivate and inspire and encourage a little bit to get going, right? And I don't sit here saying, gee, it's me and, I've done this and that and it's easy for you. I'm saying that it's easy for you because you know what to do, right? Whether you have gone to college or it doesn't matter. You have the experience, you have the life, you have the ability to get stuff done. But the main thing is being able to take those first steps, right? So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to go out there in Facebook Live time and say, hey, listen, what's stopping you, right? Or if another way I can ask it is, have you given up? Have you given up on those dreams to start stuff? It's 2020. Your slate is clean. Have you given up? And if you haven't given up, what is the disconnect that has stopped you from doing the next thing that you can do to start the things that you say you want to do, right? I talk to people all the time and I say, man, this guy or this young lady is absolutely brilliant. They've got some skill sets. And then when I ask, hey, are you starting a new business or are you doing something for yourself? And I say, no, I'm just going to, continue on doing what I do. And you think about what business is, right? And you think about what it can do for you. I was talking with a guy earlier today, a colleague of mine, and he says, entrepreneurship is equity, right? And it stopped me dead in my tracks. Entrepreneurship is equity. We think of entrepreneurship a lot of times as freedom, right? So we get to get up when we want to, we get to roll out of bed at noon and all that kind of stuff. But when you think about it that way, that entrepreneurship is equity. It is the thing that because you started something, you can build into something you can leave for somebody, right? When we start talking about leaving legacy. And one thing that I tell you, if we're starting something, even if you're 9 to 5, and hey, I got all due respect for my 9 to 5ers. I did it for a lot of years. When we start thinking about what else can we do? What is the next phase? What's the next reinvention that we can apply to our lives when we start thinking about, well, entrepreneurship, if it's building equity, and equity is something that I can leave to folks. Now think about that for a minute. Equity is something you can leave to your family. That becomes a legacy opportunity, right? Now I work in the digital space, and I tell you, I talk about digital dollars and being able to leave people something that is something that they can expand on digitally. It brings to mind, Stephen King. He's written all these books, and he wrote some books that just now are being turned into movies. Now you talk about equity. He built something a long time ago, and then now he and his family, they get to expand on it. Every movie that comes out, guess what? They gotta pay him, right? He gets a chance to sit there and help out with the screenplay. You think about J.K. Rowling, and you think about what she's doing, and you go, wait a minute, didn't she write those Harry Potter books a long time ago? But now they're rolling out different books. These are equities that she's building up that she can pass on to people and stuff like that. So when I talk about starting things, when you have your ideas and you want to start some stuff, I'm telling you, put the action to it, get to it, get the help that you need. If somebody is going to be walking alongside of you like a personal coach, like when I do my consulting and I do my coaching, I'm walking alongside of you one-on-one till done, right? And I know I got friends that sometimes say, man, every time I see you, you're going to make sure that the things we talked about before get done, because that's a part of it, right? Sometimes you may not have what you believe is the time to take action, but if you just have somebody walk alongside of you, you'll find that the time will find you, right? So this is what I wanted to talk a little bit about. I didn't want to go too deep into it. I want to let you know that I'm going to be doing some workshops coming up here pretty soon. I'm going to be doing workshops about business, about monetizing your life and maximizing your business and maximizing your money. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of these workshops coming up pretty soon. I can tell you, I'm going to be doing some for some organizations, and then I have some that I'm going to be doing for my company, Otterbridge Business Institute, and the Earn Every Dime online show. I want you to get out there and take a look at those workshops, right? I may put them on Eventbrite. I haven't decided yet, and each one is going to have topic. But the main thing is take action, start walking towards some of these things so that we can walk alongside of you so that you can get stuff done. But anyway, so the big deal is, and listen, before I end this conversation with you, I just want to tell you that it is about taking action. You have the ability to do it. Don't be afraid. If you need that personal coach, right? If you need somebody to walk alongside of you while you enact the ideas that are in your head, and you guys see some of my posts, right? You see, I have piles and piles of ideas. A colleague of mine says, why don't you put that stuff in Trello? I don't put them in Trello because the ideas come too fast, right? So what I'm going to be doing, why I'm going to be doing these workshops is so I can get these ideas out. I can share this stuff with you, and that with the hope that it helps you do what you want to do. That becomes the big deal. And now it's gotten to the point where if you saw the tubs of ideas that I got versus just the pictures you saw on LinkedIn or on Facebook, you see that they're piling up. Linda's looking at me like, dude, what's going on with these ideas? They're kind of like, overrunning the joint. Well, I'm going to be rolling them out as fast as I possibly can. If I could do a workshop a day because I have that many things that I want to get out there, I would. But that's not practical. So I'm probably going to do them every week. Be on the lookout for them. I'll roll them out. I may, like I say, put them on Eventbrite, but I'll announce them. Sign up quick because these things really, really go fast. I'm going to be also doing some for some organizations. I've got one coming up that's already full to capacity, and it's on marketing, email marketing. So that one is over. I'm going to be doing that for Spring GR, where I facilitate as well. But I'll get them in as fast as I can. All I suggest is when I announce them, that you jump on them before they close. All right. So anyway, again, let me reiterate. Get to the things that you want to get done by just taking massive action. Make it happen. If you need somebody to walk alongside of you while you do this action, or if you're unsure, hey man, hey lady, get that person. Have them walk alongside of you, if it's me or somebody else, so that you can get stuff done. I tell you, it really does work And if anybody in the personal fitness space knows that when you have a personal trainer, it works. Now imagine if you had a business personal trainer, right? It will get done. I have my classes called Working With You One-on-One Till Done. If you want to jump into one of those, just be on the lookout for them, and I'll walk alongside of you. All right? In the meantime, hey, you guys have fun and take action. We'll talk to you next time.